Fear of something really awful that I can't put in words. I don't want to put in words. Um, I had a dream. I didn't make my usual subconscious a cinema video. I have no space on my phone, and I don't want to do it here. And also, it's like I couldn't put it into words. I was gonna write it out, but it's not about that. It's about when I do moving jobs. Once in a while there's an armoire. Like right now, it's like it's still heavy, but I mean they're all heavy. But let me give one example. Well, let me just no an example. Let's just say there's something really severely heavy. I lift it after a couple, let's say minute or two, just walking with it. And putting it down. I feel like it takes a toll out of me. Like I feel weaker, but then I have a certain sensation like in my legs, in my knees, radiating sometimes to my legs. I don't know if it's poor circulation. I smoke tobacco and I don't smoke cigarettes, but it still takes a lot out of me. And also, I'm not as strong as I want to be. You know, so yeah, I could run up down the stairs with like boxes. Let's say 50 to 80 pounds, maybe 80 pounds slowly. Let's say 50, 60 pound boxes. I don't know, for an hour, 2 hours. And I mean, obviously put it down, go to the truck from like a second floor, pick it up, and just sprint. Not like jog fast, just like tread lightly up the stairs, down the stairs, this, the other thing. I'll be fine. You know, I feel it in the video, but it's like, oh, it's so good. You know, and it's something really heavy. Let's say like 250, 300 pounds, maybe 350 even. And me and another guy lift it, and we got to take it up the stairs, and I'm on the bottom, and I feel it, or even on top, and all that weight is upon me. I mean, on top wouldn't be upon me. It's like you gotta lift something, you gotta carry it like that. Just so you don't bend down. Eventually, let's say something tall, like a mattress is tall, but say either a dresser or like equipment for exercise. They have those elliptical machines. Someone you gotta lift it up over so the bottom comes in, and let's say you got a corridor, not a straight walkway. I gotta lift it all the way up, and then if you it's that heavy, the person around sets it down. We take a second break, and we lift it up again just to get it around the edges. But the job I was doing was a couple months ago for the company M&M, and me and this guy Gene, it was just two of us. We went to this one house. They were told you just move in from one house to the next. There's no truck involved, but there was it was a game. It was a game. It was one of those. It was one of the games you have like in Atlantic City Boardwalk. Like I forget what they're called. You take a little ball and you toss it, and it gallops, and it's supposed to fall in like these three circles. It was this older version. Like it was cool because it was like a vintage one, but it was very heavy. Wrapped it up in blankets, and I think I don't remember. I think I walked it first, and then I was like, I was holding up, and we went around a corner, and I was like, yeah. I was like, oh man, I'm gonna struggle with this. So the guy, Gene, he took over, and he went front. So thing is, he had to lift it like that, I believe, and I had the bottom, but it's like it was all that way, but it's like it's fine. I could just manage it. But when you're on top, sometimes it takes its toll on you as well. He just I don't know if he was stronger. Like when we got to the top, he was sweating. But the thing is, not just in my 40s. I did a lot of, beating onto myself with cigarettes, when I was a pipe, alcohol for years, decades. So it did take its toll out of me. I still haven't recovered 100% that I want to, but it's the fear element. And you know what? Not thinking not gonna finish the job, because I could have said this. I just, I mean, usually I'm used to doing these jobs. But it's like, it's not that I'm gonna hurt myself, because I'm not scared of that. Because when we were doing that, the games, the game, with Gene, the little game board with Gene, I wasn't scared of getting hurt because I had a sciatic nerve co-acting up. It was hurt after that. It hurt me for a couple weeks. Actually, I didn't resolve it. It comes back and it radiates to my leg all the way to my back, and I kind of walk crooked when it's really bad. So I'm used to that, but it's like either passing out. I feel, which I probably won't, but just get to the point where just like I get too weak. That's what I'm scared of. I'm not scared of damaging like the client's home. I'm not gonna do that. I have confidence in it. It's not like I'm gonna fall and it's gonna be, oh, I'm just gonna let so. It's not gonna do that. It's just gonna fall. I mean, I'll get to that level. I'll know how to put it down, but communicate. Hold on, let me, because I'm not strong anymore. It's not even gonna get to the point where it's gonna fall down on me. Because a lot of times I carry stuff, and I think to myself, oh, I'll take the bottom of somebody because like it's armor heavy. I'm like, if anything, I'll just put it on me. But it's like the worst case scenario, I put it gently down the stairs. That never comes to my mind. But it's it's actually like the second day I did an actual moving job in 2011, and it was an elliptical machine, and I was just dehydrated from drinking the night before. And I've been drinking for years before that, months for every freaking day, And I went to that job. I wasn't too dehydrated, but a couple of things I just I felt like I was gonna pass out. I just couldn't do it, and it's that fear, and it gets to a point where it affects your self esteem. It affects your self esteem, like I gotta quit this. It's like and you see like how physically able you really are. You actually have that moment where just like it's not like someone's telling you something, and now and you kind of like they tell you, oh, you're weak, you're slow, this, and the other thing, because they're trying to put you down, and then be irrational. You have your own truth right there in your face, So it is a moment of clarity, but it's also a moment of vulnerability, And it is fear based. It really is fear based because uh, you actually feel like like for myself, I feel like I have poor circulation to some degree, you know, uh, and you have that moment to like strengthen up and let go of what you want to say, vices or whatever, but. Uh, let me see. When was the last time I had that moment? Oh, not in a while. Not in a while. But I do feel it once in a while when I move. A couple of days ago when I moved something heavy, but it wasn't that extreme. And it's like I was like I just tell myself I need that. I need to feel that. And then I was like let me take something else that's heavy probably, and let's see if it happens again. Because I want to fight that. I'm not gonna be the one that just lifts like with another guy 350 pounds. I'm like, oh, I hope maybe not for weeks, maybe never. It's like no, no, no. Let's carry the thing that's 275, 300 pounds, or maybe 400 pounds next time. Let's see how we do with that. I gotta get through that. But like as a mover, yeah. And a lot of times, even now, like when I see the armor, I'm like, oh, okay, let me see how heavy it is. You know, the mattress, the Cali candy, they're the heaviest. Like I already know that. I already felt that. But armoires, they go up. And they're very wide, pricey they are, and sometimes they're usually in the. I mean, always they're in the bedroom. Second, sometimes they'll be on the third floor. You got stairs. You got you and another guy. You got a corridor. So you gotta, you gotta pivot. You gotta turn it. You gotta watch corners. You gotta lift it a certain way. And sometimes, what if you don't have the best communication with another person? Yeah, it bothers you because you tell the guy this and that, and they don't listen. You're like, you're trying to talk, but at the same time, it does take its toll on you. And for me, like maybe I'm at a certain place when I abuse my body. I feel it.